told you that today is going to be a different day. I feel a bit off as well today. I'm going to give you kind of, I don't want to say reasons, but it is what it is. As a human being, sometimes my emotions gets the best of me, especially when it's close and dear to my heart. In this case, it's my little daughter, man. It's my little daughter. Yeah. For those who know me, knows the story behind. Yeah, most of the reason why I'm here in Ireland, working this side. I'm gonna try and give you the short version of what brings me here up until today. So I would like to ask you guys just to bear with me, because yeah, it's not easy talking about this, but yeah, okay. A few years ago, a couple of years ago, not that long ago, I was in a situation where my lung collapsed. I was in work. It was back in South Africa. My lung collapsed. I was in Johannesburg at the time. I was taken to hospital, and they couldn't diagnose me. They didn't know what was wrong with me. I went through X-rays. They went through tests and stuff. I initially thought it was a heart attack, but yeah. Then the hospital couldn't find anything wrong with me. My previous employer at the time said, listen, he doesn't want me to drive back to Cape Town in the state because I was still in pain. I was struggling to breathe, and the hospital just pushed me out, literally pushed me out of the hospital in a wheelchair. And yeah, so went to hospital. I mean, booked a flight, flew with a collapsed lung unknowingly, and got back to Cape Town. I was in excruciating pain. I didn't sleep anything that night. Next morning my wife took me to the GP. The GP just looked at me and she said, to the hospital with you, sir. ASAP. The lung collapsed and need to get to hospital. Went to hospital. They did a procedure where they stick a pipe through my ribs, and that deflated the lung. Initially I thought it was all over, it was done and dusted. Spent a week or two in the hospital and then got sent home. Mind you, after that first time, it happened 3 times after that, and the third time was life-threatening, as to where they had to pump in, I don't know the medical term for it, but it's a cement-like substance that they pump into your lung just to keep it inflated. And yeah, so I'm sitting today with that, and the doctors told me that I would never be able to fly. I wouldn't be able to do sports. I wouldn't. There's a lot of things because there was too much damage to my lung. On my left hand side, about 70 or 80% of my lung was too damaged. Time proved them all wrong. I'm here in Ireland. I took a flight. Nothing's wrong with me. Actually, my lungs grew much bigger and stronger. I can hold my breath for much longer, even before, when my lungs was perfect, or so I thought it was perfect. Yeah, man. And it's got everything to do the way I'm feeling today and where I am today because of one little person, man. My little daughter, Kiara. The fourth time I was discharged from hospital, we got struck with more news. Kiara was diagnosed with brainstem glioma, and it was so in a severe state that the doctors told us that they couldn't even operate, and it's pointless that she would go through radiation or chemo. So now we've been hit with this. I've been in and out of hospital for almost a year, and I still had my job, but now we're faced with another obstacle. Our little daughter has this disease, cancer on the brain, and it's inoperable. And they basically told us to go home and spend the last days with her. That's what what the doctors basically told us. And I refused to accept it. And I decided, and I told my wife, and we both decided we're going to take her out of the hospital and look for other avenues into which we can get through this. We went on the internet. We've discovered that cancer can be